Welcome back to Stocks with BK, and right now we're going to take a look at two big stocks, two stocks that are household names, and for some reason newer investors don't want to invest in these because they feel like they're old stocks, but they're proven stocks for a reason. And we're going to talk why they're both cheap, and I think you should own at least one of them for your portfolio. For my $1,000 portfolio, I plan on adding one of these in the next few months and then adding to it over time. So let's talk about why these are great picks right now. And I'm talking about Facebook and Alphabet. Alphabet is, of course, the stock for Google, which is YouTube, and a lot of other things. We're going to talk about Facebook too. But of course, disclaimer, investing in the stock market is risky and you should consult a financial advisor because I'm not one. But if you're going to invest in the stock market, know this, that you could lose everything you invest. So you need to understand there is risk and things can go wrong, especially if you speculate too much. It's all speculation, but you need to have some proven winners. And that's why we're talking about these stocks today. So, first of all, let's start with Facebook. Facebook has been on quite a run. If we look at their chart over the last year, over 175, we've got almost a double going on. And if you look at it over 5 years, you're going to see even more drastic chart. If you had bought it any time between those 5 years, you're at an all-time high today. You are making money. If you bought it any time from the year 2016 till 3 days ago, 2 days ago, you have made money. Facebook makes a ton of money off of advertising and things like that. And here is why I'm going to pitch to you that Facebook is going places. And right now their P is around 30. And I've actually seen projections that it's way lower than that once they get re-rated and their new earnings come into play. Facebook is the future of small business. It is going to be the thing that saves small business because of advertising, because of the digital world. This is the company that can actually help them, that can save them. The pandemic definitely knocked out so many small businesses. Facebook is the reason a lot of them survived and a lot of the reason that some people were able to switch to digital. It is Facebook Marketplace, it's all these things. Facebook is worldwide. We all know this. Now, I know a lot of people have strong feelings over Facebook and some of the political stuff that's happened in the news and the social media part of it. But the business side of this whole Facebook thing, the equation, it's invaluable. They have a great business model. They are making a lot of money. You got to remember, this is a $300 stock that is still considered cheap by many because of their price to earnings and because of the future and especially small business advertising when the world opens. This is not like some social media where you think, well, maybe people won't use it as much when the pandemic's over. That's not like this. Which brings us into our next stock, and this is my number one. If someone said, what stock should I buy right now? What stock's cheap? What's a good long term play? It's Alphabet, which is Google. If you look over the last year, let's just go to the 5 year chart. This is ridiculous. This stock, on some reports and analyst things, the PE for this is actually around 20 something. Google's going to tell you it's 35. Either way, Alphabet, this is the cheapest value growth stock that I know that is something that you can put your finger on. YouTube's ridiculously successful. And the advertising money that they're about to get when reopening from travel companies, it's incredible. So, Alphabet for lots of reasons. Now, someone would say, well, what about the fear of Alphabet being split up? If you buy stock in Alphabet and they force Alphabet to split up into the five major companies that they could be, and you got stock in each one of them, all those stocks would go even higher. The sum of the parts is worth even more than the current price of Alphabet, especially YouTube. So this is a great play. Just to put this in perspective, 5 years ago, you invest in Google, you make 7 times what you put in. So if you put $10,000 in, you would have made 70 grand. If you invest in the S&P 500, the ETF funds, you're going to make 100% once. So you're going to make 10,000. You're going to turn it into around 22,000 based on their projections. So over the last 5 years, Google has destroyed everything. This stock is still cheap. Last fall, it was crazy cheap for what it's at. I know $2,200 seems like a lot, but you got to understand with stock splits, Apple, Tesla would be trading way higher than they seem. A lot of stocks would. Stock splits keep the price down, which I think is good because retail investors need to get in it. If you are starting a brand new account and you want to buy just one stock starting out, Alphabet, no brainer for me right here. It would be Alphabet, Facebook, or Walmart. Start out with something good, something dependable, something that you can track for 5 years and say, look at that chart. People have made money off of this stock. I'm BK. I strongly consider you start or own something. Own Google or Facebook or Walmart. Some of those heavy hitters are hitters for a reason, and they make you money over time. Look at the chart. Don't take my word for it. That's money right there. That's a lot of profit over the last few years. That's profit from the last month that you can go up. If we look at the last month, you're making money. If you look at the last year, you're making money. If you look at the last 5 years, you're making a ridiculous amount of money. So I'm BK. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, share the video, do something, hit the like button. It helps me a ton. I'm glad you're here.